Alright, so we are back at continuing to disassemble the rest of this K&N air tank. So the rest of these couplings get loosened up. We're basically going to see if there's any debris on the inside of this tube. Sometimes these filters I've seen can either fall apart at the seam or for some reason just develop a hole, and then you'll get dirt on the inside of this intake tubing, and you'll see it'll be pretty prevalent, be all over from the bottom up. So we'll go ahead and get the rest of this off and kind of see what we have. Definitely a bit of insanity for just the filter change, filter cleaning. Car culture's backwards. I really gotta tell you, it's a hobby for someone who likes to tinker. This looks pretty clean. You can see we got our intake temperature sensor and our mass airflow sensor, so those will need to be cleaned. And here's that that plastic. I call it the noise tube because that's exactly what it does. Is it just creates noise from when you play with the throttle. So I do see some debris in there. Look at the flashlight and see what we got. It's just white debris all along the wall of this piece. Doesn't seem to go any further than this. But you can see there's that port, and it seems like all this white stuff comes out from there. It'll take me a little bit, but that is the EGR system that these old cars got. And it uses a electric air pump to pull exhaust gases out from the exhaust manifold and pump it back in. Says it gets better MPGs. I really don't know. As you can tell, it's obvious that it would dirty these sensors up pretty quick, and you would get, you know, hesitation issues or idling issues. You know, it can stall too, especially these older cars. This stuff is kind of primitive, you know. So the computers didn't really adjust as quickly as you would think. Anyone in the comments, let me know if you have the same kind of car, same year, if it's worth to get rid of this air pump setup. You know, is it better reliability? Do you get more power? Yada, yada, yada. Because, I mean, it's obvious it is leaving debris. So we'll set that aside. We'll let that dry out from when we put this thing back together. And that's pretty much it for general maintenance. When you do your air filter change, your normal oil change, you check on this stuff, but you wouldn't take it apart to this degree. But look at that. It's just a random cap from when I was doing something else. Pretty cool. But yeah, looking at this setup here, I'm looking for the tube. There it is. So this EGR tube, I'm going to put my finger in there and see if that's covered in it. And it definitely is. And it smells just like exhaust gases. So, alright. Well, let me know if anyone's got an opinion. We're going to, I think, go on to part 4 to put this thing back together, I believe. Yep. Yeah, I'm just checking to make sure this is the last original rubber coupler, and that feels pretty good. So awesome. On to the next step.